For Red Bull, though, a journey that began in 2005 will see a crowning moment in 2023. Max Verstappen wins the Canadian Grand Prix to give Red Bull their 100th victory.
The kings of Formula One matches strike the winning title again at the Canadian Grand Prix. Yes, you heard it right. Verstappen once again crossed the line to victory, giving a fruitful weekend for his fans and car racing enthusiasts. The victory, in fact, felt so effortless and graceful yet again for both the Red Bull team and Verstappen, all thanks to his qualifying result. He could start from the front. For a matter of fact, one thing that remains unchanged through all these years is, he proved to be unstoppable when it comes to winning the title. This season was full of surprises and zeal. The Dutchman closed it with a third straight World Drivers' Championship title this season. That's too many wins in a row. Well, there must be a reason why he rules those tracks. Red Bull definitely has eyes for talent, is what we can say at the least. They just hit the century mark. Yes, it was the 100th victory for them. Likewise, if the team is going to keep up this pace, then there's no way any other team would steal the winning title from them. In all the 7 races, Red Bull was in the finishing top. If that isn't phenomenal, then what is? Now, what is more interesting is this was the 41st victory for Verstappen in Formula One, so his name went straight into history. With that being said, he's the 5th most legendary racer in history. Now, let's have a sneak peek into this satisfying race. With the scent of burning rubber lingering in the air, Aston Martin sensation Fernando Alonso sustained his scintillating pace this season, leaving his footprints on the podium at P2. Meanwhile, his age-old nemesis, the relentless Lewis Hamilton, was hot on his heels, clinching the P3 spot. George Russell, Hamilton's companion at Mercedes, experienced a bitter end to his run, retiring prematurely after his vehicle kissed the wall at corner 6, suffering severe damage that it couldn't overcome. As the race played out, an electrifying cast of drivers continued to fight tooth and nail for those valuable points. The Trail of Champions was completed by Charles Leclerc, Carlos Sainz, Sergio Perez, Alex Albon, Esteban Ocon, Lance Stroll, and Valtteri Bottas, each earning their place in the race's annals. The sound of roaring engines marked the end of yet another thrilling Grand Prix chapter. As the race unfolds in Montreal, thrilling moments and intense battles dominate the track. Here's a captivating account of the event. As the cars zoom around the circuit, lap 67 witnesses Verstappen encountering a heart-stopping moment, smashing into the sausage curb. Surprisingly, he shrugs it off with a laugh over the radio.
I felt out on that curve. You know he's relaxed when he's laughing.
Displaying his unstoppable prowess this season. On lap 65, Norris makes a breakthrough by overtaking Bottas on the back straight, but he needs to widen the gap immediately due to a 5-second penalty looming over him. Lap 59 witnesses Hamilton tightening the screws as he closes in on Alonso, vying for the second position. Alonso manages to maintain a 1.5-second lead, but he's forced to lift and coast to preserve his brakes. Misfortune strikes Russell on lap 56. After a hard-fought battle to climb back into the points positions following his earlier collision with the wall, he is compelled to retire. During lap 53, multiple drivers expressed the challenge posed by the increasing wind, making driving more difficult in Montreal. The skies also darkened, hinting at the possibility of rain. Williams and Albon put on a fantastic display on lap 49, fiercely contending for positions. Albon impressively secures P7, adeptly fending off Russell's advances. Hamilton unleashes the fastest lap of the race on lap 47, as the cars become more lively with reduced fuel. Meanwhile, Verstappen maintains a commanding lead of 5.3 seconds over Alonso. Lap 44 showcases Sainz, Leclerc, and Perez taking turns to set the fastest lap. The Ferrari duo opted for hard tires, while Perez, on mediums, rapidly closed the gap to Sainz. On lap 42, Verstappen, Alonso, and Hamilton make their pit stops without any drama. Meanwhile, Leclerc successfully emerges from the pits ahead of Sainz and Perez, a crucial move for Ferrari. Perez makes his first pit stop on lap 39, returning to the track in P7 on fresh medium tires. In response, Sainz also pits and reclaims his position ahead of the Red Bull driver. Unfortunately, Norris incurs a 5-second penalty on lap 39 for unsportsmanlike driving due to slowing excessively under the safety car. A collision between De Vries and Magnussen triggered a yellow flag on lap 39. causing both drivers to veer straight on at corner 3. Although they reverse and continue, valuable time is lost. Verstappen grappled with a lack of grip on lap 34, prompting speculation that he, Hamilton, and Alonso may require additional pit stops, adding an intriguing twist to the race. On lap 30, Verstappen's lead expands to 4 seconds over Alonso, who, in turn, maintains a 2.6-second gap to Hamilton. The question remains, will this be the final finishing grid, or will more drama ensue? Sainz received instructions on lap 26 not to challenge his teammate Leclerc, as they both ran on medium tires in P4 and P5, yet to pit. They hope for another safety car intervention, since a pit stop now would place them far down the order, with other drivers already on hard tires. Hamilton narrowly escapes a penalty for an unsafe release on lap 24. An exhilarating moment unfolds on lap 22, as Alonso overtakes Hamilton, ascending to P2. On the back straight, the Aston Martin driver executes a masterful maneuver, securing the position. Verstappen confidently extends his lead over Hamilton to 1.6 seconds by lap 20. Meanwhile, the midfield battle intensifies, with Bottas in P8 after overtaking Magnussen, who then falls prey to Norris. Lap 16 witnesses the resumption of racing after the safety car period, with Verstappen in the lead, followed by Hamilton, Alonso, Leclerc, Sainz, and Perez. Crucially, the Ferrari pair and Perez opt not to pit during the safety car, despite running on medium and hard tires respectively, which could prove advantageous. Chaos nearly ensues in the pit lane on lap 14, as Norris and Albon narrowly avoid a collision caused by a mistake from the McLaren team. Hamilton narrowly avoids hitting Alonso during their pit stop, potentially incurring a penalty. Lap 12 showcases a train of cars, with Hülkenberg leading the pack down to Nick de Vries in P17. Some drivers opt to pit, highlighting the importance of utilizing the DRS system for both attacking and defending. Green flag racing resumes on lap 10, with Alonso persistently pursuing Hamilton. A yellow flag incident on lap 10 involves Sargent, who is forced to stop at corner 6 upon his Williams engineer's instruction, leading to a virtual safety car period. By lap 6, Verstappen's lead extends to over 2 seconds, as he continues to widen the gap to Hamilton. Meanwhile, Russell maintains P4, with Ocon trailing far behind. Leclerc, Sainz, and Perez occupy P9, P11, and P12 respectively. Alonso set the fastest lap of the race thus far on lap 4, determining to reclaim P2 from Hamilton. As the race commences, Verstappen retains his lead, executing a flawless start on the perfect circuit Gilles Villeneuve. Hamilton, however, manages to surpass Alonso, securing P2. The drivers navigate the first corner smoothly, except for a minor tap from Magnussen to Perez, resulting in no significant damage. With just 2 minutes until the start, anticipation builds for the 2023 Canadian Grand Prix. Will Verstappen secure another victory, or can a contender disrupt his dominance in Montreal? 30 minutes before lights out, the cars line up on the grid, ready to engage in today's thrilling race. Unlike the wet qualifying season, the race unfolds under dry and warm conditions, with minimal chances of rain. 1 hour prior to the start, Max Verstappen shares his perspective, expressing his sentiments about winning championships becoming monotonous. While aiming for more victories, he contemplates the repetitive nature of the achievement and hints at the possibility of not remaining in Formula One indefinitely. With his exceptional performance throughout the season, Verstappen appears poised for another triumph in Montreal this afternoon. 1 hour and 30 minutes before the race, The Sporting News begins its live coverage of the 2023 Canadian Grand Prix, situated on the scenic banks of the St. Lawrence River in Montreal. Wasn't that a fun ride along the race? Well, we have more exciting news for you about F1 racing. Do subscribe to our channel and turn on post notifications to stay updated. Don't forget to show us some love by hitting the like button. Until next time, see you all